Hey guys, we have a day today that is really filled to the brim with some Venus-Neptune energy. We have Venus only 1 degree off from exact conjunction to Neptune right now in the sign of Pisces, where Neptune is in rulership and Venus is exalted. We also have our moon in Pisces today coming into a conjunction with Venus and Neptune together in the sign of Pisces. And remember, we also have the sun and several planets in the sign of Taurus right now as we head towards our new moon in Taurus, ruled by Venus, throwing the energy right back to Venus and her placement in Pisces right now. So we got a lot of Venus-Neptune vibes going on. We may feel as though we're sort of living a waking dream today. Lots of lovey-dovey, affectionate energy, and things should actually be quite beautiful on the ground. So let's jump into the report, you guys. Talk about everything that may be unfolding in this really daydream Venus-Neptune type energy. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today is Tuesday, April 26th, 2022. My name is Aubrey, and this is your astrological outlook of the day. And yeah, we have some really beautiful energy going on today, leading into our new moon in Taurus that is coming up this weekend. We are in some very potent manifestation energy, you guys, right now. We really need to be staying positive and uplifted in our thoughts and in terms of the things that we are imagining and seeing within our mind's eye, because this truly is create your dreams into reality energy that we are in right now, and moving into this new moon, which I think at this point in time, the way I'm seeing it, the way I'm feeling it, is going to be very much so a cycle where we're doing exactly that. We talk about new moons being seed planting times, and I feel like this is going to be a very potent seed planting new moon where we are really seeding our wishes, our desires, and what we haven't been envisioning in our mind's eye on the invisible planes of reality, on our subconscious mind. And those things are really going to be growing and gaining a material, tangible fruition over the course of this next few weeks and throughout this 2022 year as well. It's also interesting because we have this Taurus Venus energy going on right now, and we're in this 222 year, and 2 is the number that's associated with the second house, which is ruled by Taurus and is all about growth and manifestation, and that via our own personal creative potential that we hold inside of us, being able to tap that and utilize that to create something tangible in our external world that can bring us some type of pleasure or abundance or safety or security or stability in some type of a way. These Taurus themes that we have going on. So I kind of want to open and preface the report today just by stating that it's very important, you guys, that we're paying attention to, and that we are making sure that we are aligning our mind's eye, our inner vision, our visualizations, what we're fantasizing about, what we're imagining, with what we truly want and desire at this point in time. And actually, I probably don't even really need to say that, because the way the energy is playing out right now in this energy, we are just wired to be doing that anyways. That's sort of just the way that we are energetically vibrating. But just something to keep in mind, because we are very much, especially in this energy today, yesterday was also sort of this, living this waking dream sort of right now. So much manifestation energy, and there is so much, such a strong aspect of fate and destiny that is also playing a role in the energy as it's unfolding right now as well, because of the simple fact that we have Jupiter, Neptune, and Venus in a sextile with the North Node in Taurus right now, which the North Node rules destiny, the future, the path ahead, the next phase of growth, the lesson plan collectively. And sextiles, these are aspects that facilitate and that help things. And so, all of this that's going on the sign of Pisces right now, in terms that really actually is trying to align our vibration with a much more expanded heart-based frequency. And that does have the implication of also helping us to attract these more divinely aligned connections that are also trying to make their way to us in this 222 year. But anyways, let's talk all about what we have going on today in terms of the specifics, the way the chart is laying out. First of all, as I said in my intro, we are dealing today in Venus being 1 degree off from Neptune in the sign of Pisces. Now, Venus and Neptune together, Neptune is actually the higher octave of the Venus energy in a lot of ways. And Neptune and Venus together, this really like resonates to that high heart energy. And we are feeling a lot of times very loving, very affectionate, very compassionate, and very selfless also in our expressions of love, in our expressions of affection, in our desire to just like serve and help and rebalance and bring peace and bring beauty. This is a very, very like strong beautification energy that we have going on as well. People may just be like really inspired to be beautifying their environment or making changes to their appearance as well. This could be indicated with these transits that we have going on. Now, again, not only is it the fact that we have that we have Neptune and Venus coming together. This is in the sign of Pisces, where Neptune is a ruler of Pisces and Venus is exalted in Pisces. So now we're taking this Venus-Neptune energy and just like lifting it up to the highest octaves possible, because both of these planets are operating from a place of strength and full expression. So this is like very, very much so hardcore, this Neptune-Venus energy. And then we add to it the fact that we have Jupiter only a couple degrees away now, and Jupiter expands things. So now we are dealing with like the absolute highest octaves of the Venus-Neptune energy. And then we add to it the fact that we also have the moon today, you guys, in Pisces coming into a conjunction with both of those planets. And the moon is like a trigger planet for energetics because the moon rules our feelings and our internal environment and our emotions. And like whenever the moon is making aspects to planets, really activates those planets. So this Venus-Neptune energy is just like all the rave today. We really should be feeling really good about things. Venus and Neptune, this is like a fantasy in relationships and a fairy tale. It's like we may feel like we're like living some type of fairy tale today in regards to just like our circumstances or specifically our relationships as well, because we're talking about Venus ruling relationships. We may be really like idealizing our relationships that we have going on today and just feeling like they are some type of dream or some type of fairy tale. And sort of though, on the flip side, one of the like only more negative sides of this energy is like, if we feel that our relationship is not for some reason living up to our ideal at this point in time, it may bring like some type of sense of disappointment. But other than that, this is a really beautiful energy. Now, what I am going to say, and this is important, this is not at all the energy to be, first of all, getting necessarily in new relationships too quickly or making any type of financial investments or big purchases that we just sort of in this moment decided that maybe would be a good idea to do, because the things regarding relationships in this energy, Venus rules relationships. Neptune rules illusions and fantasies and delusions. Venus also rules finances. And so while we may be feeling very like wonderful about the state of things today and the interactions that we have and what's presenting itself to us, we really need to be careful because we're not like thinking that clearly. Like we're really not, and especially also with Mercury right now as well in the sign of Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. And this is what's going on with Venus today. We really we're not seeing things totally clearly. Like we may be seeing things through rose-colored glasses a little bit, and it's just not a great time, especially to be making like financial investments, major purchases, important financial decisions, and also again like jumping head first into a new relationship that may be like just presenting in this energy right now, because things are just not necessarily as they appear. We have going on. Now, I'm not saying that everything is not beautiful. I'm not saying that everything is not lovely and that everything is not great. I mean, as within, so without. And if we are feeling, that like in our heart space so much, then we are very, very likely to be experiencing and attracting these beautiful things externally as well. Again, putting us back in the state of the relationships like that we are in right now are likely to be experiencing sort of a period of bliss in this energy and a lack of conflict and just like peace and balance and beauty and all the lovely things. And again, those like fairy tale vibes, but it's just like in decision making. It's like in starting new things. It's like there is a possibility to be a bit hypnotized perhaps by what is being presented to us. And we just want to to be really careful in this energy that we are not making some type of an important choice in love or money based on some type of like extremely high ideal that we are under the impression of at this point in time. So wanted to say that as well, but I do feel like this energy is bringing peace. I feel like it's bringing balance. I feel like it's bringing friendship and unity, and I feel like it's bringing generally like the good vibes and the good things. If you got some maybe more difficult conversations and stuff to have, this may actually be the week to do it, because people are generally more likely to be having a desire to sort of avoid conflict, avoid confrontation, and really just pacify and balance things in this energy. Everybody sort of is going to be wanting to have just like more of a pleasant experience, a comfortable experience over this next couple days, and also leading into this new moon in Taurus energy. But again, I have to stress the significance of the manifestation potential that is available, and also in terms of creativity. If you are artistic in any way, or even if you're not, especially in Taurus season, just in regards to the things that we're working on, what we're building, the projects that we're involved in right now, the partnerships and relationships that we're forming, and also the investments that we may be getting involved in, but not too hastily. There's just so much potential for manifesting in alignment with our mind's eye and inner vision in this energy. It's like this is the energy, Neptune and Venus together, where we can truly like visualize things and bring them down and create them into a tangible reality. And with Jupiter there as well, Neptune, Jupiter, Venus, the moon during Taurus season, what we are putting our energy into right now, what the things that we are focused on, what we are growing, what we are cultivating, what we are creating in this energy is so tremendously supported. And really like visualizing how we want it to go before we go through the process of actually executing can be so beneficial in this energy, because I'm telling you guys, like this is the energy where we can literally dream stuff into reality, where we can literally see it in our mind and then make it happen in the 3D. And that is why, again, this is such a beautiful transit for artists or musicians or performers or writers or any type of like creative people, or again, just the things that we are working on right now and trying to bring and give life and trying to bring into fruition. This energy is so supportive of that process through our ability to visualize, see it in our mind, really allow our unconscious to attach to it. See, remember, this is all happening in the sign of Pisces. Pisces rules the subconscious, or not the subconscious, but the unconscious mind, the dream state. And with Jupiter, Neptune, Venus, the moon, also Mars, while we have these Taurus planets going on, and especially the fact that they are also making this sextile to the north node of the moon. This is the destiny. This is the path. Very, very much so like divinely inspired and like fated creative pursuits. So supported in this energy. Like I bet you there are so many like brilliant, just very authentic, creative, and like amazing works of art across the range and spectrum of what can be considered art transpiring, being created right now. Like I honestly bet like in the future we'll look back at this period of time, and this period of time will mark a point when a lot of like really beautiful things of a very spiritual nature too, like revealing a lot of spiritual truths and just truths that have been going on that we haven't been aware of up until a certain point. Like a lot of very like culturally significant, based in truth and spiritual truth, spiritual reality creations coming into fruition right now in this energy. It just like has to be. This is very, very potent, creative, divinely inspired, based in that truth. With Jupiter there as well, illumination, enlightenment, the spiritual renaissance coming back online, like just totally being flooded in the field. And with Venus there, this highly, highly artistic ability. And with the moon there as well today, it's just all the beauty, all the love, all the fantasy, all the daydream, all the fairy tales, like all the positive, all the beautiful vibes. And just wanting to experience pleasure and beauty and peace and balance and friendship and companionship and, you know, positive relationship experiences and abundance, like all of these Venus themes. So really, really powerful manifestation window that we are in right now, you guys. And we should all be spending some time really doing whatever techniques that we like to utilize to get our vibration right and to really communicate with our subconscious and the invisible planes of reality, God, Great Spirit, universe, the divine, what we truly want and desire moving forward. Venus in the sextile to the North Node with the North Node in Taurus, her sign, with Neptune and Jupiter there in Pisces, well, in the moon today. So this is also very, very psychic energy that we have going on. And again, like this divine inspiration energy is just everywhere throughout this chart. So really beautiful vibes that we have going on. And really, you guys, like that's pretty much what I have to say for the chart today. Like we have one more aspect to talk about, and I want to talk about some Sabian symbols, but it's pretty like short and to the point today just because it's just this Venus-Neptune emphasis going on, and it just is bringing all of those things that I just said, and that's pretty much what there is to say about it. These fated alignments, interactions, and awakenings as well. The moon is also in Pisces today, going to be forming a sextile to Uranus, the North Node, and Mercury. We're still in this fated message energy. Very, very much like intertwinements of the hand of God, placing things where they need to be, placing people where they need to be, making things happen in certain ways that are moving us down a specific path, urging us, like nudging us in a certain direction at this point in time in this energy. Really interesting, beautiful, wonderful vibes that we have unfolding going on. Now, again, the last aspect that I want to talk about today, and this is not exact, this is building right now. We also have Mercury in the end of Taurus building into a trine with Pluto in the end of Capricorn. This is more of that secrets revealed energy. This is likely to be provoking on the side of all of this beautiful Venus energy that we have going on right now, some very deep thoughts, some very profound communications. We're maybe honestly feeling like a little bit obsessed over searching for the truth in things, really like very interested in looking under the surface, seeing what has been going on, discovering the secrets, getting to the core of it, like really drilling down deep, getting down deep, like very penetrating mind, penetrating insight, wanting to know like the inner workings of things and like the core root issues in this energy. Profound transformative encounters may be represented by this as well, especially with Mercury exiting a conjunction to the North Node. Again, this fated energy, and Venus making the aspect with Jupiter and Neptune to the North Node. More of this fated connection, interaction, partnership, relationship, union type energy. Mercury in the trine to Pluto. This could bring some very profound, powerful, and transformative interactions, encounters, and conversations that we are moving into as well over this next few days, while Mercury is making this aspect outside of this other energy that we have going on, which is also like this high heart awakening and this spiritual upliftment, this like merging with the higher planes and the higher powers and our higher selves, and really like the heart space energy coming back online while we're simultaneously really digging for the truth and trying to figure out, you know, where things went wrong or what's been going on under the surface so that we can ultimately heal it, release it, move on. Remember, we also have the South Node right now in the sign of Scorpio, Pluto being one of the rulers. So this is also related to what we need to release, move away from, let go of, and that is having to do with these toxic attachments and these more negative subconscious programmings, perhaps dealing in the sign of Scorpio and talking about Pluto, which may be coming up, Mercury and trine to Pluto. This could also be really getting a conscious understanding of those deeper, darker aspects of our psyche that may have been keeping us in these states of self-sabotage or attaching to situations that we were giving our power away to out of any feeling of lack, perhaps, or powerlessness that we may have going on within us, which is also in the process of being rectified in this energy. Because if you've been watching my videos over the past couple days, remember I've also been talking about right now with all of this Venus emphasis, how there is this major theme going on right now in terms of restoring the value that we hold inside and the sense of self-empowerment and self-love and self-worth that comes from that, and what that does to give us the ability to really tap our resources and actually rise into the truth of our potential and like activate our destiny and stuff, talking about all of this destined fated energy as like sort of a side effect of that playing out. So the restoration and the like re-recognition of the truth of the value that we hold inside of us. Also very, very much a feature of this Venus energy, this Pisces energy, this divine heart-based alignment that we have going on right now as well. So very beautiful, uplifting, and also profound and transformative energy that is helping us to essentially like create a new version of ourselves based in our authentic truth and our authentic value and the self-love that results from that, and the relationship that we have to spirit and the divine, and the impact that is having on our vibration, and therefore what we are attracting and magnetizing and experiencing in our external lives as well, which this 222 year is trying to bring us versions of those that are in much greater alignment with what truly brings us fulfillment moving forward into this new energy, into this new year, into this new age, this age of Aquarius. So that is basically what I got to say about the energy today, you guys. Living in sort of like maybe a little bit of a fantasy land or a little bit of a daydream today, very much indicated. Maybe feeling, like our life is actually like a little bit of a fairy tale in one way or another, and feeling pretty good about it. So that is that. And then, there may be like some interesting things. The moon also aspecting Uranus in the North Node, these fated alignments as well, and Mercury forming the trine to Pluto. Things are also getting uncovered and discovered, and this is actually helping to transform and heal, help us regenerate on a mental level, in terms of our self-perception as well. Remember, Mercury is in Taurus right now, ruling the way that we are thinking about our value and our worth and our resources and our ability to use them to create some type of stability and abundance for ourselves. All of these Taurus themes. So, really beautiful the way this is playing out, as it should be with all of this Venus energy. Let's talk about the Sabian symbols for just a minute. Today we have the sun coming to 7 degrees of Taurus. That Sabian symbol is a woman of Samaria comes to draw water from Jacob's well. And in the context of this energy, I feel like something about what we have going on is sort of like quenching the thirst of our soul, especially with the moon coming to the alignment today. And this being in the sign of Pisces, this is really like feeding our soul and helping to like quench and nourish and heal and purify our emotional body with the moon as well. And again, this is this high heart energy being expanded and us coming into emotional alignment with that today. Very, very beautiful and interesting symbology coming for the sun. We also have the earth today. What's going on in the state of things of the ground? 7 degrees of Scorpio. That Sabian symbol is deep sea divers. So talking about, Mercury coming into a trine with Pluto and really trying to get under the surface of things, and also all of this Pisces energy, all of this extremely watery energy that is really trying to expose to us the truth of the value, or what's been hidden under the waves perhaps of our own self-worth, the truth of the value within us, of our self-worth, of our self-love, of our gifts and our talents and our potential and our ability to really utilize them. And this energy really, again, wants to help us to channel our like visions into tangible physical reality based on the means that we have within us, the resources that we have within us as a conduit to making that happen. So deep sea divers, we are definitely like going deep, going under the surface of things, looking for the truth, looking for answers. And it may, a lot of emotional energy today with the moon in Pisces, all of this Pisces energy going on as well. We have Venus moving to 24 degrees of Pisces today, 1 degree off from the placement of Neptune. That Sabian symbol, I'm sure you guys remember, is an inhabited island. And then we have Neptune at 25 degrees of Pisces, the purging of the priesthood. And so with these particular placements, I feel like this is telling us that we are in this energy to really become like our own channel of connection to the divine, to sort of like, this is a very internalized and a very personal process. Our spiritual connection at this point in time really needs to be something very unique and personal and individual to us, and in alignment with our heart and in alignment with what brings us peace, with Venus in the conjunction to Neptune in Pisces. And with Neptune at the degree, the purging of the priesthood, we are also very much so releasing and letting go of any type of old dogmatic beliefs or perceptions or views of spirituality that that had kept us out of the truth of our authentic spiritual alignment and kept us from seeing the truth of the authentic value within us. So with this energy, I feel like it's sort of like a redo in terms of our spiritual connection, in terms of our relationship, Venus, with God and the divine. And we are becoming much more self-sustaining, self-regulating in that process, and no longer requiring any type of maybe like priesthood of the past to dictate or to provide to us our own spiritual beliefs, spiritual understandings. Like we are very much so coming to them in and of our own selves, connecting very internally. And this is being described by the placement of the planets and the Sabian symbols as an important process in this energy. So very interesting. We also have Jupiter right now moved to 28 degrees of Pisces today. A fertile garden under the full moon reveals a variety of full-grown vegetables. So again, this energy is really trying to expose to us our resources, what we have within us, the potential that we have, and the abundance that can result from tapping into that potential. The moon is exposing these full-grown vegetables. Like it is really lighting up everything that we've been growing, everything that we've been cultivating, like what we really truly have within us, and the ability of that to translate into something that can nourish us in some type of a way or provide some type of abundance or stability or comfort for us externally. Interesting placement. I feel like just how all these planets are lining up in this energy today. We also have Saturn today moving to 25 degrees of Aquarius. That Sabian symbol is a butterfly with the right wing more perfectly formed. And I also think that even this is sort of on point, because whenever I hear this symbol, I always sort of think about like the right and the left brain. And the right brain, this is the part of our brain that is that like visual fantasy, like unconscious, like ability to connect to the invisible planes of reality. Like that all comes from the right brain. That is where the right brain is what is activated in this energy, in this Neptune. And that's why we may feel like we're like in this dream and stuff today, because we're very much so more likely to be operating out of the right brain frequencies, just because of the way that our little antennas are receiving the signals today. And it's talking about a butterfly with the right wing more perfectly formed. I feel like this is just talking about our ability to truly create, Saturn, to form things, to ground things, to manifest things through this expanded creative visualization, like imaginative energy and potential, in alignment with our heart, in alignment with our emotions, in alignment with God and spirit, like all the capacities necessary for manifestation being represented in the chart today. So, woo, okay. And then, that's what I wanted to say. So that's what I wanted to say for all of the Sabian symbols today. That's what I wanted to say for all of the energy today. Definitely just a beautiful day in the neighborhood, you guys, and things should be going quite well for us. Let's talk about the tarot. We even had a very simple and to the point message coming out in the tarot cards today. I shuffled the deck 3 times and I only got 1 card coming out, which never happens. And you guys know what that 1 card was? It was the Wheel of Fortune. And what am I saying about how there is just this aspect of fate and destiny woven into the energy right now? And the Wheel of Fortune, this represents like your luck changing, like the tides turning, like things starting to work in our favor, and just a switch up in terms of the way that things have been going on for the good, in alignment with like the divine and a higher plan and this fated and this destined energy. So the Wheel of Fortune is spinning right now, you guys, and it is going to land on where it lands is trying to really bring us a much greater sense of self-value, self-worth, self-love, and an ability to use that as a form of self-empowerment to help us tap into our resources, shift our vibration, and really attract and create these things that are bringing us this sense of true soul fulfillment and abundance and fortune with the Wheel of Fortune and this energy. And then on the back of the deck, we had the Ace of Wands. So this is a new inspiration. This is that divine inspiration that is coming in. And I really feel like these 2 cards, like this energy together, is saying that there is a divine inspiration that is coming through and is there in abundance available for us today. And this is the Wands too. This is also that creative energy. a creative, like potential creative energy. And I feel like it's saying there is a lot of destined inspiration that is coming in right now that is meant to help bridge us in a new direction, move us forward down a new path towards realigning our lives in a way that is helping to bring us that true sense of soul fulfillment. So yeah, that is what we have going on with the tarot cards today. Short and to the point, but that is the third time also that we've gotten the Wheel of Fortune coming out in like the past week. So I definitely feel like you guys, like, the ball is rolling. Like, things are being rectified. Like, the scales with all this Venus energy too, like the scales are being rebalanced. Like, justice is being served and things are about to start moving forward in the right direction where they may have been either stalled or appearing to move in the wrong direction for quite a long period of time. And the Ace of Wands too, just this divine inspiration coming in. Yeah. So let's grab a synchronicity card and see what the final message that God wants to give to us today is. These messages are just little bits of wisdom and advice to help us navigate the energies a little bit better. Let's see if we can get one or if there's one that wants to come out. Yes, there is, and it fell on the floor. Excuse me just a moment. Oh, and this is so funny. Okay, it says obstructions removed. Obstructions removed. The Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands, all of this North Node energy. That's literally, I feel like, what I was just saying. Okay, it says, rest in me. I have gone ahead and removed every stone. God has gone before you and removed every obstacle. Any obstacle you now perceive is a product of your own imagination. Let go and let God lead you. There is no wrong action. There is only right action. Follow the leads which come to you. And yes, yes, yes. What was I saying in the very beginning to start this report about really needing to keep a hold on our imagination and what we're doing with it this week with all of this Neptune energy? The hand of God is working, you guys. We have the North Node very much in effect as we have, and we are moving towards this new moon in Taurus, which I really do believe, as I keep saying over and over, is very much about making our dreams come true, seeding our dreams into reality with this next new moon we have coming up. So that's what we got for the synchronicity card today, you guys. Obstructions removed. Whew, I'm hot. I think I might change my setup for this summer, because with these windows right here and this light right here, I am like starting to get like steamed up doing this video. And I don't know why I'm telling you guys that, but I guess I'm telling it. So I think I'm going to be changing my setup in a little while. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, wishing you guys an absolutely beautiful day. I hope you liked this video. I hope I was able to provide something for you that can bring you some type of like, I don't know, like value in one way or another as you go throughout your day. Beautiful energy today, you guys. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Share it with your friends if you think that they would be interested. Leave me comments. You guys, I absolutely love your comments. I love you all so, so much. Thank you guys so much for being here. I have a Facebook page, a Facebook group, a website, and some other social media stuff that is in my description box below. And come back with me tomorrow, you guys. Tomorrow we are going to be having the exact conjunction between Neptune and Venus. We'll have more of that loveliness to talk about and a whole bunch more, and you don't want to miss it. I will be here. You should be here too. So I will see you then. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Until tomorrow. Bye.